Hello, welcome back to my channel. Tonight we're going to open a super box that is the Duskmourn Horror Nightmare bundle. And then let's see what we have inside. Very strange to open it. Oh, okay, interesting. Well, and this is the box. Inside we get one 3 borderless card with art. After 2 collector booster, and after we get other play booster plus the oversized. Okay, and then here there is these 2 boxes, and after, wow, super cool, beautiful, very beautiful. And I think it will glow in dark. Yeah, I think you can see that it glows in dark, and now there is light, very beautiful. Then after we get, wow, nice, very funny. And after we get a poster, and after we get another poster, and after we get a 3rd poster. Oh, very cool. I will put it in my room, very beautiful. And after we get this, we can leave it here, and we have this, we get the Nightmare bundle. And this is a special card, and after we have the 2 collector boosters, and after you get 3 and 6 bundles. Okay, I think we can put them here, and after this one, see, product not for sale. This is made in USA. Oh, and after here we have the cards. Let's see what we get today. We got foil, very good, for playing. We got 2, 3 actually, 4, wow. We got 4, after we got 1, 2, 3, 4 islands. After we get other swamp, wow, it's different than the normal bundle, huh? It's very cool. And after we get the mountain, very beautiful mountain. And after we get the forest. And after we get the rules we can put it, but they're very beautiful, these cards. Very, very, very beautiful. Very beautiful cards. Okay, then after this, I think we can open this House of Horror, the Nightmare bundle. Well, I'm very curious to know how this. First we get 2 cards. The first card, ooh, damn. Oh, very beautiful. Destroy target creature. A creature destroyed this way can't be regenerated. Overload is 2 land plus 2 plane. And the cost is 2 swamp. Wow. Excellent. And the second, oh wow. Gorgeous Vengeance. Return on target legendary creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield. The creature gain haste. And it's 1 plus 1 swamp. Oh, incredible. Super beautiful. Super beautiful. Excellent. Excellent. Very, very beautiful. Excellent. I will put it against the leaves because I have to beautiful these cards. So they will just like that. Actually, I'm putting those leaves. Oh, cool. Okay, then this now I put them here. I'll put it in a top loader. And let's see, we have 3, 6 play booster. Let's see what it's made. Made in the US. Yes, they're very easy, very, very easy to open. Then the first one, it's Worry Watchdog creature. It's 1 land plus 1 mountain. When Worry Watchdog enter or die, survey 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put this into your graveyard. Take 1. After we get Vanish from Sight, instant. Target non-land permanent owner puts on top or bottom of the library or survey 1. This is 3 land plus 1 island. After we have the Living Phone, artifact, creature toy. When Living Phone dies, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may relieve a creature card with power 2 or less from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest of the bottom of your library in random order. This is 2 land plus 1 plane. It's 2-1. After we have a Scorching Dragonfire. Scorching Dragonfire deals 3 damage to the target creature or plain worker. If the creature or plain worker would die this turn, exile instead, then this is 1/1 mountain. Another common, Winter Intervention. Instant Winter Intervention deals 2 damage to target creature, you gain 2 life, it's 1 land plus 1 swamp. After we have Frantic Strength, then it's 2 land plus 1 forest. There's an enchantment, aura, flash, enchant creature gets +2/+2 and that's trample. After we get another common Terramorphic Expanse, it's a land, sacrifice, discard, and you can search a library for a basic land, put it in your battlefield, tap, then shuffle. After we get an uncommon, Cynical Loner, then can't be blocked by Glimmers, survival at the beginning of your second main phase. If it's tapped, you may search your library for a card, put it into your graveyard, then shuffle. It's 3/1, and this is 1 land plus 1 swamp. After we have a locker room and bottomless pool. When you lock this door, return up to 1 target creature to its owner hand, and the second is whenever 1 or more creature you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card, and this is 1 island plus, and the other is 4 land plus 1 island, and this is also uncommon. After we get Fear to Infinity, really cool card, very beautiful. Then this is enchantment creature, nightmare, flying, lifelink, Fear or Infinity can be blocked, and it's 1 land plus 1 island and 1 swamp, and it's a 2/2. And whenever enchantment you control enters, so whenever you fully unlock a room, you may return Fear or Infinity from your graveyard to your hand. It's a 2/2. Oh, another room. And then this is the Dazzling Theater and Prop Room, then it's 3 land plus 1 plane and 2 land plus 1 plane. Creature spell you cast have Convoke. Your creature can cast those spell. Each creature you tap while casting a creature spell pays for 1 mana of that creature color. And the second is untap creature you control during each player untaps step. Very beautiful. And this is a rare. Okay, we got another rare. This is the Tale of Tamillo. Then 1, 2, 3, it's mill 2 cards. If 2 cards that share a type were milled this way, draw a card and repeat this process. And the 4th is exile any number of target instant, sorcery, and or Tamillo Planeswalker card from your graveyard. Copy them, you may cast any number of copies. And it's 2 land plus 1 island. And after we get a common foil, this is Edge Cornfield. Edge Cornfield enter tap unless a player has 13 or less life. And after we get, a rare, Ghostly Dancer, creature, spirit, flying. When Ghostly Dancer enter, return an enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand or unlock a lock room of a room control. Then it's 2/5, 3 lands plus 2 planes, and the last one is token, that is 2/2 common, and this is horror. Now we open the second one. It's incredible how easy they are to open. Piranha Fly, creature, fish, insect. Then this is flying, Piranha Fly, enter tap, and it's 2/1, and 1 land plus 1 island. It's normal that enter tap. After Unsettling Twins, I use this card a lot. When enter, manifest red. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, put 1 on the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature, the other into your graveyard, turn it up face anytime for its mana cost. Then it's 2/2, and the cost is 3 lands plus 1 plane. Rampaging Soul Rager, it's a common, 2 land plus 1 mountain. Rampaging Soul Rager gets +3/+0 as long as there are 2 or more unlocked rooms, doors among rooms you control. It's 2/1/4 and 2 lands and 1 mountain. After we get Friendly Teddy. When Friendly Teddy dies, each player draw a card. It's 2/2 and it's 2 lands. After we get 4 land plus 2 swamp, Spectral Snatcher, and the 6/5 creature, discard a card. Whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability on opponent control, counter it unless the player discard a card. After we have Swamp Cycling 2, then 2 lands, discard, search a library for a swamp card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. After we get Flash Burrower, it's 1 land plus 1 forest. It's a Death Touch. This is good, I like Death Touch. Whenever attack, another creature you control gain Death Touch until the end turn. It's double Death Touch, very good. And it's 2/2, perfect. After we get the Bear Trap, artifact, flash, sacrifice, Bear Trap, it deals 3 damage to target creature, it's 1 land and it's 1 common. After we have Patchwork Beastie, then Patchwork Beastie can attack or block unless there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may mill a card. You may put top card of a library into the graveyard. It's 3/3 and it's 1 forest. After we get Irreverent Gremlin, then it's 1 land plus 1 mountain. Menace, this creature can be blocked except by 2 or more creature, whatever another creature you control with power 2 or less. You may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Do it only once each turn. Then it's 2/2 and it's 1 land plus 1 mountain. After we get Commune with Evil, look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest in your graveyard, and you gain 3 life. Then it's 2 land plus 1 swamp. After we get Stay Hidden, Stay Silent, we have 1 land plus 1 island. When you Stay Hidden, Stay Silent enter, tap enchant creature. Enchant creature doesn't untap until its controller untaps them. Then 4 land plus 2 islands, shuffle enchant creature into your opponent library, then Manifest Dread, activate only as a sorcery. Actually, this is a super cool card. Very, very good. Okay, after we have a rare, the Tail of the Mio, then 1, 2, 3. Mill 2 cards. If 2 cards that share a card type were milled this way, draw a card, then repeat the process. And the 4 is exile any number of target instant, sorcery, and Tamillo Planeswalker cards from your graveyard. Copy them, you may cast any number of copies. Then it's 2 land plus 1 island. And it's a rare. After we get the common, very strange. After we get the Rokuro's Carnival, it's a land, enter tap unless you have 13 or less lives. And after we have a foil uncommon, create a 3/1/1 red Gremlin creature token, Gremlin control, gain menace, lifelink, and haste until end of turn. Then it can be blocked except by 2 or more creature, and it's 2 land plus 1 mountain and 1 plane. And after we get a nice token, and it's an insect. Now we got this, and for tonight I think we finish. Then Stalked Researcher, then creature, human wizard, common, 1 land plus 1 island. Then this is whenever an enchantment you control enter or whenever you fully unlock a room, this card can attack this turn as staff, AD type defender. Then 3/3 and it's 1 plus 1 island. After we have Friendly Ghost, it's flying. When Friendly Ghost enters, target creature gets +2/+4 until end turn. It's 2/4 and it's 3 land plus 1 swamp. Impossible Inferno, it's 4 lands plus 1 mountain. Impossible Inferno deals 6 damage to target creature. If there are 4 or more cards types among cards in your graveyard, exile the top card of your library. You may play it until the end of the turn. After we get Appendage Amalgam, it's 2 land plus 1 swamp. Flash, whenever this card attacks, survey 1, it's 3/2. After we get a room, Moldering Gym and Wait Room. Then the first one is when you unlock this door, search the library for a basic land, you put it into the battlefield tap, then shuffle. When you unlock this door, Manifest Dread, put +1/+1 counter on the creature. It's 5 land plus 1 forest and 2 land plus 1 forest. And it's common. After we get another common, Monstrous Emergence. Sorcery has an additional cost to cast this spell. Choose a creature you control or reveal the creature card from your hand. Deals damage equal to the power of the creature you choose or the card you reveal to target creature. Then it's 1 land plus 1 forest. After we have Twisty Reality, and this is a counter target spell, Manifest Dread. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, put 1 into the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature, and the other one into your graveyard. Turn face up anytime for its mana cost if it's a creature card. And then it's 1 land plus 2 island. After we have the Trial of Agony. Choose 2 target creature controlled by the same opponent that player chooses, and one of the creature. Trial of the Agony deals 5 damage to the creature and the other can block this turn. Then it's 1 thing. After we get another uncommon that is flying. Whenever this card attack, target creature defending player control get -2/-0 and lose flying until next turn. It's 4/4, 3 lands plus 2 island. Drag to the Roots. Instant. This spell costs 2 less to cast as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. Destroy target non-land permanent. Then it's 2 land plus 1 swamp and 1 forest. After we get another room that it's restricted office, 2 land plus 2 planes. And after we get, when you lock this door, destroy all creature with other 3 or less, and the other is other permanent you control have X-proof. One is 2 land plus 2 planes, and the other is 5 lands plus 2 islands, and it's common. After we have course recording, and this is artifact. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a timer counter on course recording. Then if there are 7 or more time counter on it, remove this counter and deals 20 damage to you. Okay. Then it's 2 land plus 2 mountains, and when you tap, when you cast an instant or sorcery this spell turn, copy the spell, you may choose new target for the copy. And after we get the forest, and after we get the foil, that it's an uncommon enchant creature, Fear Isolation, 1 land plus 1 island, has an additional cost to cast this spell, return permanent you control to its owner hand, flying 2/3. And after we get a gremlin, that is 1/1. Okay. Now understand why in this US they open it very easily. Say its name, sorcery, move 3 cards, then you may return a creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Exile this card and 2 other cards say its name from your graveyard. Search your graveyard and or library for a card named Altanak, the thrice called, and put it into the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle, activate only as a sorcery. 1 land and 1 forest. After we get Piranha Fly, flying, Piranha Fly enter tap, and it's 2/1, it's 1 land plus 1 island. Unsettling Queens, 3 lands plus 1 plane. When Unsettling Queens enter, manifest red, and it's 2/2, then 3 land plus 1 plane. After we get Rampaging Soul Rager, it's 2 land plus 1 forest, 1 mountain, then it's 1/4, Rampaging Soul Rager gets +3, 0, +0, as long as there are 2 or more unlocked door among rooms you control. After we get Friendly Teddy artifact, when Friendly Teddy dies, each player draws this card. I know a lot of people say about the Bloomberg World, but I really love this. Oh, so you get Spectral Snatcher, this is a creature spirit, discard a card. Whenever the creature becomes the target of a spell, ability, or opponent control, counter it unless the player discards a card. It's 6/5, it's 4 land plus 2 swamp. After we get Clockwork Percussionist, it's haste. When this card dies, exile the top card of your library. You may play it until the end of your next turn. It's 1/1 and it's 1 forest. After we get Fear of Exposure, it's 2 land plus 1 forest. As an additional cost to cast this spell, tap 2 untap creature and or land you control trample. It's 5/4 and it's uncommon. After we get Ethereal Armor, then enchant creature gets +1/+1 for each enchantment you control, and that's the first strike. Then it's 1 plane and it's uncommon. After we get Gnawing Swift Survivalist, it cannot block. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may exile it. You may play that card from exile this turn. It's 2/1 and 1/10. After we have Nowhere to Run, Flash, when enters, the target creature gets -3/-3 until the end turn. Creature your opponent control can be the target of spell and abilities as tough as they didn't have Hexproof. Ward ability of those creatures don't trigger. Then it's 1 land plus 1 swamp. Abhorrent Oculus, it's 2 land plus 1 island. Then this is a mythic, it's a creature eye. As an additional cost to this card, you exile 6 cards from your graveyard. Okay. Flying, it's 5/5, 2 land plus 1 island. After we get common, that is land, Strangle Cemetery, enter tap unless the player has 13 or less life. And after we get a common foil, say its name like before, mean 3 cards, then you may return a creature from your or land card from your graveyard to your hand. And after we get Mart, okay, Kaito Bane of Nightmare, very good. Okay, then we get this one. Then Grasping Longneck, 2 land plus 1 forest, reach, whenever dies you gain 2 lives, it's for 2 lands plus 1 forest. Don't make a sound, 1 land plus 1 island, instant, counter target spell unless its controller pay 2, if they do survive 2. Jump Scare, then until end of turn, target creature gets +2/+2, gain flying and become an aura enchantment creature in addition to its other type. 1 plane. After we get Ragged Playmate, and its target creature with power 2 or less can be blocked this turn. It's 2/2 and it's 1 land plus 1 plane. After we get Fear of Lost Teeth. When Fear of Lost Teeth die, it deals 1 damage to any target you gain 1 life. 1/1 and it's 1 swamp. After Cautious Survivor, it's 3 land plus 1 forest. At the beginning of your second main phase, if it's tapped, you gain 2 life and it's 4/4. 3 land plus 1 forest. Bear Trap, it's a flash. Sacrifice this card, it deals 3 damage to the target creature and it's 1 land. That is cool. After we get Cynical Loner, it can be blocked by Glimmers at the beginning of your second main phase. If it's tapped, you may search your library for a card, put it into your graveyard and shuffle. It's 3/1 and it's 1 land plus 1 swamp. After we get Fear of Infinity, this is flying, lifelink. Fear of Infinity can be blocked. Whenever an enchantment you control enter whatever you fully unlock a room, you may return Fear of Infinity from your graveyard to your hand. It's 2/2 and after it's 1 land plus 1 island and 1 swamp. After we get a room, Greenhouse, Rickety Gazebo, then this is the first one is 2 land plus 1 forest. Land you control have tap at 1 mana of any color. When you unlock this door, mill 4 cards, then return up to 2 permanent cards from among your hand. And it's 3 land plus 1 forest, and the first one is 2 land plus 1 forest. And it is a common, yes. After we get an uncommon, Miasma Demon, and this is 4 land plus 2 swamp. When demon enters, you may discard any number of cards. When you do, up to that many creatures, each get -2/-2 until end turn, then it's 5/4. And after we have a rare, that it's a land, only activate if you control a mountain or a forest, you cannot a forest. And it's rare, we get it here. After we get the plane. And here we get Disturbing Mirth. Enchantment, when Disturbing Mirth enter, you may sacrifice another enchantment creature. If you do, draw 2 cards. When you sacrifice this card, manifest Dread. And it's 1 swamp, 1 forest, and it's an uncommon. And after we get Kaito Bane of Nightmares. Okay, Ninja you control gets +1/+1. Okay, now you get the last of the 3. Then Spectral Snatcher, creature, ward, discard the card. When this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability of opponent control, counter it unless the player discard the card. It's 6/5, it's 4 land +2 swamp. After we get Flesh Borrower, Death Touch, and you can also give another Death Touch until the end of turn to another card. It's 2/2, it's 1 land +1 forest. Unable to Scream, enchant creature loses all this ability, and there's a toy artifact creature with base power and toughness 0/2 in addition to other types. As long as this card is face down, it can be turned face up. It's 1 island uncommon. After we have Fear of Immobility, and it's 4 land +1 plane. When this card enters, tap up to 1 target creature. If an opponent controls the creature, put a stun counter on it. If a permanent with a stun counter would become untapped, remove it from it instead. Then it's 4/4, and it's 4 land +1 plane. After we get Hand That Feeds, 1 land +1 mountain. Whenever hand that feeds attack while there are 4 or more card type among cards in your graveyard, it gets +2/+0 and gain menace until the end turn. It can be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. It's 2/2. After we get a nice Innocuous Rat that look like the normal rat from Alpha. When Innocuous Rat dies, manifest Rat, and it's 1/1, and it's a 1 land +1 swamp. Glimmer Burst, draw 2 cards, create 1/1 white token, white Glimmer enchantment token. 3 land +1 island. After we have Duskmourn Domination, it's 4 land +2 islands. Enchant creature, you control enchant creature gets -3/-0 and loses its ability. And 4 land +2 island. After we get the Let's Play Again. This is Delirium, choose 1. If there are 4 or more card type among cards in your graveyard, choose 1 or more instead. Creature, your opponent gets -1/-1 until end turn. Each opponent discard 2 cards, each opponent loses 3 lives and you gain 3 life. Very good. After we get Beastie Beatdown, it's 1 mountain, 1 forest. Choose, it's a sorcery. Choose target creature you control and target creature on opponent control. Delirium, if there are 4 or more cards types about in your graveyard, put 2 +1/+1 counter on the creature you control. The creature you control, this damage equal to its power to the creature on opponent control. It's 1 mountain and 1 forest. After we get Razorkin Old Caller, and this is 4 land +1 mountain. Very powerful card. Haste. Whenever you attack, create a 1/1 red Kremlin token creature. It's 4/4, it's 4 land +1 mountain. And after we get Omnivorous Fly Trap, and this is a creature plant. 2/4, it's 2 land +1 forest. Whenever this card enters or attack, if there are 4 or more card type among cards in your graveyard, receive it +1/+1 counter among 1 or 2 target creature. Then, if there are 6 or more card type among your card in your graveyard, double the number of +1/+1 counter on those creatures. It's 2/4, and this is a rare. And after we get an island, and the last one, okay, we get a common Creeping Keeper. Wow, very useful. Creature Eye, then it's a little bit similar to the other one. It's nice, very nice. And after you get spend this mana only to cast an enchantment spell, unlock a door, or turn a permanent face up. It's 2/1, it's 1 land +1 island, and after you get a Glimmer, token enchantment creature, Glimmer 1/1. And behind you have a manifest, and this is the Dread that you manifest, and after it's 2/2, you can cover a face down manifest creature with this reminder card. The manifest creature can be turned face up anytime for its mana cost. Excellent. Okay, now it becomes the interesting part. It was interesting also before, but now we get the 2 collector boosters. Then, first of all, it's different than the normal collector or the normal play booster. And after with this token. First of all, this is made in the US again, and it's also easy to open. Let's see if I can open in a nice manner. Then we get off. Well, I love to open collector, but they're quite expensive. Then land. Bleeding Woods enter tap unless the player has 13 or less life. After we get a room, that is a common as well. Grand entryway, it's 1 land plus 1 plane. Then when you unlock this door, create 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature. And elegant rotunda, it's 2 land plus 1 plane. When you unlock this door, put a +1/+1 counter on each of the 2 target creature. After we get innocuous rat. This is creature rat. When it dies, you manifest rat. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one into the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature and the other into your graveyard. If turn it face up anytime for its mana cost if it's a creature card. And it's 1/1 and this is 1 land plus 1 swamp. After we get abandoned campground, it's a land, enters unless you have 13 or less life and the enter tapped. After we get emerge from the cocoon, and this is sorcery, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, you gain 3 life. It's 4 land plus 1 plane. After we get paranormal analyst, it's 1 uncommon. Whenever you manifest red, put a card you put into your graveyard this way into your hand. 1/3, it's 1 land plus 1 island. After, this is cool, very cool. Destroy target creature, its controller, manifest red. Wow, fantastic. Unwanted remake, it's a plane, like a television. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. After we get growing red, flash, when growing drag enter, manifest red. It's I forgot that is 1 plane, this is 1 forest plus 1 island. And this is enchantment, when growing red enter, manifest red. Whenever you turn a permanent face up, put a +1/+1 counter on it. And, very beautiful. After we get Fear of Infinity. Fear of Infinity can't block. Whenever an enchantment you control enter or whenever you fully unlock a room, you may return Fear of Infinity from your graveyard to your hand. It's a 2/2, it's 1 land plus 1 island plus 1 swamp. After we get Mountain, common. And after we get Leyline of the Void, enchantment. If Leyline of the Void is on your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. If a card would be put into an opponent graveyard from anywhere, exile instead. This is a rare, it's 2 land plus 2 swamp. And after we get a stretch card, I don't know this what it is, I have to check it. And this is country sorcery, Shapeshifter. Create XX colorless Shapeshifter creature token with changeling and that touch when X is the number of land cards in your graveyard. There are not many. Retrace is 2 land plus 1 forest. I really don't know what it is. I will put it here. And after we get a legendary enchantment, a rare, the Mind Skinner can be blocked. It's 3 islands, 10/1. Wow, 10/1. It cannot be blocked. If a sorcery control would deal damage to an opponent, prevent that damage to each opponent with that many cards. Wow. Wow. After we get a Razorkin Needlehead. This is a creature, human assassin. It's a rare Razorkin Needlehead as first strike during your turn. Whenever an opponent draw a card, deals 1 damage to them. It's the 2/2. Oh well, we get another super fantastic room. Unholy Annex, it's 2 land plus 1 swamp. And after we have Ritual Chamber, it's 3 land plus 2 swamp. It's a rare room. At the beginning of your hand step, draw a card. If you control a demon, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life, otherwise you lose 2 life. And the second part is when you unlock this door, create 6/6 black diamond creature token with flying. Wow, excellent, very beautiful. And after we get treasure, token, artifact, treasure, sacrifice this actor. This artifact, add 1 mana of any color. Wow, cool. And the second one is the spirit, token spirit, flying, 3 mana. Excellent. Okay. Now go to this one. It's more difficult to open. Maybe there's something incredible. Monstrous emergence, sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, choose a creature you control or reveal a creature card from your hand. Deals damage equal to the power of the creature you choose or a card you reveal the target creature. It's 1 land plus 1 forest. After we get Possessed Goat, it's 1 plane. Discard a card with 3. Put 3 +1/+1 counter on Possessed Goat and you become a black demon in addition to its other color or type. Activate once, it's 1/1. After we have Horrid Vigor, instant, target creature gains Death Touch and indestructible until the end turn. 1 + 1 forest, it's common. After we get Winter Intervention, instant, when Winter Intervention deals 2 damage to the target creature, you gain 2 life, it's 1 land plus 1 swamp. After we get a room, that is a common. And after Picket Wolf, when you unlock this card, manifest red, Tunnel of 8, whenever you attack, target attacking creature, gain double strike until end turn. This is 2 land plus 1 mountain, and this is 4 land plus 2 mountains. After we get Infernal Phantom, it's 3 land plus 1 mountain creatures. Whenever an enchantment you control enter, or whenever you fully unlock a room, Infernal Phantom get +2/+0 until end turn. When Infernal Phantom dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. It's 2/3 and 3 land plus 1 mountain. After we get patched plaything, and this is 2 land plus 1 plane, double strike, patch plaything enter with 2 -1/-1 counter on it. If you cast it from your hand, it's 4/3. 2 land plus plane, disturbing mirror. Yeah, 1 swamp plus 1 forest, 1 mountain enchantment, and after 1 disturbing mirror enter, you may sacrifice other enchantment creature or creatures. If you do, you draw 2 cards. And you can, when you sacrifice this card, you can manifest a threat. After we get Unnerving Grasp, and this is sorcery, return up to 1 target non-land permanent with its owner hand, manifest red. And this is 2 land plus 1 island, and with red is basically you take a card, you put a 2/2 creature on top of it, and you can turn face up anytime for its mana cost if it's a creature card. After we get the Swamp, another super nice land. Demonic Council, this is a rare, it's a 1 land plus 1 swamp, it's a sorcery. Search your library for a demon card, reveal it, put it into your hand and shuffle. If there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, instead search your library of any card, put it into your hand and shuffle. And it's a rare. Put it here. Soaring Lightbringer, and this is an enchant creature, it's flying. I think that this is a special card. Other enchantment creature you control a flying, and this is whenever you attack a player, create 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature token that is tapped and attacking another player. It's 4/5, it's 4 land plus 1 lane. After we get Ghost Vacuum, then this is a rare artifact, it's 1, the cost is 1 land, exile target from graveyard, and with 6 land tap, sacrifice this card, which each creature card exile with Ghost Vacuum into the battlefield under your control with a flying counter on it. Each of them has 1/1 spirit in addition to its other types, activate only as a sorcery. Very nice card. And after we get a mythic room, then Dollmaker Shop, 1 land plus 1 plane and 4 land plus 2 plane for personal and gallery. The first one is whenever 1 or more non-toy creature you control attack a player, create 1/1 creature token, and the second is creature you control have a base power and toughness each equal to the number of creature you control. And after we get another rare, Demonic Council. It's a sorcery, search your library for a demon card, reveal it, put it in your hand and shuffle. It's 1 land plus 1 swamp. And this is a Delirium. If there are 4 or more card type 1 card in your graveyard, instead of search your library of any card, put it in your hand, then shuffle. And the last card is a Spirit, 3/1 flying, token creature, spirit, and the other side is a Glimmer of Falls. Thank you very much, and until next time.